We have shown in numerous videos previously over the last number of years that this man here, Daniel Cahill, who was both claimed as the star witness in the trial against our son Aaron, we have shown quite clearly this man is a liar and was coerced and worked in association with a Garda Síochána and Homeland Security agent, in particular Matt Katsky, to give false statements and give false testimony against Aaron, and we have proven that. But this is not a standalone situation, as we have said, and this man here also, Mr. Christopher Morton, gave a statement, although it did not make it into court, which we will deal with later on. He gave a statement of lies, and again, to protect his life and his livelihood in New York, and also get financial gain. Now, we've done a little bit of work on Morton's story thus far. So the alleged incident takes place in this bar here. It's called the Tombstone Bar, and we know from a previous video that Morton got the date wrong. He got the month wrong, and he got the year wrong of the wedding party that was allegedly ongoing at this time when he allegedly met Aaron in the Tombstone Bar. And also, we did mention, because of the dates that he has put forward, the confusion between wife and girlfriend is very, very pertinent. In respect of all these points, because he is recalling the situation and memory is vital to what happened in the bar, all these things should be correct. So we've looked at all that. So let's move in now to actually the bones and the meat of Morton's statement. I'm just going to bring it up here onto the screen for you. We'll just read through it. You can see it. This is what Morton told Inspector Pat Murray. So Inspector Murray told me who he was and that Anton Waters had made contact with him. I told him a couple of years back after a wedding, late at night, around 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning, I was in the Tombstone Saloon at 233rd Street. Now, just very briefly, we have mentioned Anton Waters, Sinn Féin councillor, in the previous videos, but we will go into more detail on how Anton Waters was used as a tool by Morton and Murray to give some sort of credibility to Morton the liar's statement that he had given to Garda Síochána. I went up to the bar to get a drink after I got there. And again, I have told you that he was drinking all day Friday at the wedding. He was in Moriarty's bar on McLean Avenue from about 3 p.m. on the Saturday. And this is, he says here, it's 6 a.m. So we're looking at somewhere in the region of 12, 13, 14 hours later of drinking. And he arrives at the Tombstone Bar. I went up to the bar to get a drink after I got there. There was a man sitting next to his girlfriend. I asked him who he was. He gave the name Brady. I said I was Chris. I had heard stories of who was accused of shooting the Garda, and Aaron Brady was the name mentioned. I had heard that name previously in different circles, but I didn't know him. I asked him straight out, are you the lad that's on the run for shooting the Garda? And he said, yeah, that's me. I'm the one that shot him. He spoke in normal demeanour, kind of scoffed. He didn't go into any detail. I laughed for a second. He didn't laugh back. I then felt uneasy. I was getting drinks and I bought him a shot of Jameson. I joined my own company. I felt uneasy. We talked a bit about construction and I moved on to my own company. So this is witness number 60. And only for the serious cross-examination of Daniel Cahill and the pathetic and illegal behaviour of Mary Ogle and Matt Katsky, the DPP were going to bring this man, Christopher Morton, to court to testify this bullshit that is in his statement. So that's the extent of it. He's after drinking, as I say, all day previously on the Friday at a wedding, and then for 12, 13, 14, 15 hours, he raves in a very dark, dingy bar. Up to the bar, how are you doing? What's your name? Brady, are you the man that shot the guard? Yeah, that's me. That is the sum total of this man's story. But you have one problem, Mr. Morton. You are a bare-faced liar. For the simple reason is Aaron's sister was in the Tombstone Bar that night. Because the facts of the matter is the wedding in New York at that time actually was a Crossmaglen wedding, and there was a number of people from Crossmaglen over at the wedding, and there are a number of people who will confirm Aaron Brady was not in the Tombstone Bar the night after the wedding. Aaron's sister Lorraine was in the bar. Aaron was not in the bar. Aaron was at home in his apartment in First Street. The first interaction Aaron had with the wedding group was actually the following morning on, it would have been the Sunday morning, in Moriarty's bar on McLean Avenue. You, Christopher Morton, are a fucking liar. And you were prepared to tell lies to get money and to save yourself in New York. Now, there's much more detail to go with your interactions and your lies about Anton Waters. There's another video to come on the pathetic and the disgusting way in which you identified Aaron Brady at that interview with Katsky, Ogle and Mary. But the bottom line is Aaron Brady was not in the Tombstone, Morton. You are a liar. And then we will go on to show that you, Morton, you liar, tried to get your cousin Anthony Maguire to tell lies. You coerced him into it. And we know from your letter to Mark Phillips, which we'll go into, you're friendly with this other liar, Daniel Cahill, another criminal. That's right, Mr. Morton, another criminal, because we're fully aware of your activities and your interaction with the Committee for Restorative Justice here in Newry. And although the Committee for Restorative Justice in Newry conveniently have lost some of your records, we already have them. So there will be no cover up there either, Mr. Morton, about your activities before you left Ireland and why you left. You were thrown out of your own community. So that's to come in the upcoming videos over the next 3 or 4 days. So Christopher Morton, you're a liar. Your statement said Aaron Brady was in the Tombstone that Saturday night. You're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar. I can't repeat it enough. And you were instrumental in trying to get other people to jump on a bandwagon and gather dollars and green cards. You're not going to get away with it in our eyes. So we'll see a little bit more about Morton the liar in the next video.